YouTube,
Yeah?
you have failed this city.
Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Spartan, but of course y'all already knew that. Welcome back to another Minecraft video. Today we're doing another update video to the Legends mod. We are in Legends 4.0, and today I'm going to be doing like I always do. I'll be reading the changelog and then showing off what has been added or has been changed, or things that should be changed from the way they have been, or stuff like that. But without further ado, let's get right into it. So the changelog. So the main things that have been added, or the main things that have been introduced, made it so Patreon exclusive suits no longer get deleted and are wearable if not a Patreon, but become unusable instead. Pretty cool. Adjusted saber staff and dual wielding saber combat speed, increased travel costs to certain planets, updated fear scent to be able to detect hidden players, altered Batman's grappling mechanic, updated speech to trail render, nerfed force speed, fixed unibeam durability damage, increased Mark 6 through 20 repulsor cooldown, fixed symbiote morph armor glitch, fixed voodoo doll stacking exploit, prevented sinistry regeneration if is invisible game rule is active, increased speed cap for game rule from 30 to 35, decreased Chucky's knife bleeding percent chance to 4%, fixed infinite force speed bug, fixed symbiote awareness, nerfed micro projections special durability damage, updated Superman solar flare render, fixed legacy rank up XP bug, nerfed lightning burst, increased throw range on force lift, gave Stormbreaker a percent chance to cause bleeding, made concrete powder turn into concrete if it comes into contact with water, fixed certain projectiles not counting for tokens when killing opponents, fixed Superman still able to use heat vision while under the effects of kryptonite, replaced Spider-Man's toggleable HUD with battle precognition, HUD option the config, replaced Iron Spider's zoom with battle precognition, made player immune to damage when in heightened perception, made certain characters capable of taking off their mask using the armor key, and then they've added Green Arrow, Patreon exclusive of course, so Green Arrow's bow CW, the compound bow, the bow from New 52, Green Arrow's trick arrows, Kryptonite arrow, Green Arrow CW V1, V2, V3, V4, V5, and Green Arrow New 52. Black Canary has also been added, as well as her alt, so CW for V1, V2, V3, and Black Canary DCAU. Added Police Baton Staff, added Daredevil, Daredevil's Billy Club, Daredevil TV, added The Flash CWV4 and CWV5, added Supergirl CWV2, updated some female item textures, and released Dracula to the public. Now, the Black Canary and Green Arrow, for right now, as well as Daredevil, they are all Patreon exclusive only, you guys, so just be patient, and eventually one by one will be coming out throughout months, or a couple will be coming out throughout months. That's probably what he's going to be doing. But without further ado, let's get right into the suits. Alright, you guys, so now we're going to be looking at what has been added. So for Supergirl, they have added CWV2, of course, and it's pretty much just longer sleeves and pants, pretty much. Yeah, alright. So next we have is Daredevil, and he looks really amazing. By the way, the one who modeled all of these, who modeled all of the CW is Other Than Hero Games for the win. Freaking awesome models, dude. Like, keep up this awesome work. The bows for Green Arrow have been modeled by Proven. That's what I've been told. So awesome. Congrats to you two for making this awesome. Total, there are around 16 suits, if you include the alts, and I do include the alts, so 16 whole suits. 3 of them could be used, since they were already part of a character. So here's Daredevil from the TV. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what this is like, what it's like when you wear Daredevil. So as you guys can see, with Daredevil, you are blind, so you rely on your senses, touch, hearing and all that, taste and all that, other than sight, of course. So of course you have to fight like this, so you will probably have to get used to this, but this is pretty cool. I like this. I really like how they did this, especially if you don't see a brick or a block, and then once you go over it, it highlights in blue to show you that there's a block there. Pretty neat. I like this. So there's Daredevil. I won't be showing over his abilities just yet. I'll be doing that later in the video. So stick tuned for that. So here we have Black Canary. At first, as a kid watching Justice League, I had no idea who this person was. So of course, I'm an idiot and I didn't know that. So here we have her alts, V1, which is Sarah Lance, and then V2, which is Laura Lance, and then V3 is Laura Lance, or is that Siren? No, that's not Siren. Sorry, or that is still Laura Lance. She just got rid of the blonde hair, and then we have the animated universe. So I will show you guys, like I said, all of the abilities later in the video. So next we have is the Flash. So here we have the added V4 and V5, or the Season 5 and Season 6 alts, which I am so excited for. Hero did a very fantastic job on these. So congrats, Hero. I like these. And and he knows for a fact who I would be wearing 24/7. It would be the Flash, always the Flash. So I'll be covering the animation keys and everything later on as well. Here they are just on their models. I will be putting these on and showing you guys what they look like full circle. So just bear with me, okay? And then we'll get right into it. But these are really outstanding and really well done. So awesome. On to the next one. So alright, you guys, here we have Green Arrow, which, to be completely fair with all of you, is one of my favorite suits in this mod so far, other than the Flash, of course. So of course we have the comic version, how we always do. And then we have his CW alt and New 52 alt all the way down there. So, we've got Season 1, I think, and Season 2. I don't remember how these go in order, but I believe this one's Season 5, and this one's Season 8, I'm pretty sure. So, Season 5 through 7, I'm guessing, is this one. I don't remember, I remember these, but I don't remember what seasons they were in order for. But my favorite one is the Green Arrow CWV4, or Season 5 suit. To me, it just it appeals to my eyes more than the newest one. And then the New 52 one is like, why does it look like it's a Green Lantern? Why are you trying to be a Green Lantern? What is this? Alright. So there we have Green Arrow, and all his alts for the time being, and it's pretty nifty. Of course, he is... So, Green Arrow, Black Canary, and Daredevil, guys, are of course Patreon exclusive only, but they will be released eventually one by one throughout time. So, that means, say, for example, Green Arrow is, actually not Patreon anymore. He's actually released to the public. That means all of his alts will be for the public. It's not just one Green Arrow and then the next. So, I'm thinking that's what he's doing. So, without further ado, let's get right into showing them what they do. So the first guy we're going to do is Daredevil. So whenever you put on Daredevil, you do, like you guys saw previously, you do lose your, basically you lose your vision. And so I'm going to read off what he does and everything within the portable modular device. So here we go. So his name is Daredevil, of course. He's a tier 3. His defense is medium. He has an alignment of light. His alter ego is Matt Murdock. Class is a tank. Health 20. Speed 8. Speed 4 when sprinting. Acrobatics 3. Fortitude 2. Regeneration 1. Radar sense. Stealth. His abilities are... his ability 1 is roll. Ability 2 is kick, backflip. Ability 3 is combat. Ability 4 is super uppercut. Ability 5 is scent tracker. His equip is his billy clubs. His utility is his baton mode. And his special is baton bash. His special description: with his billy club out, Daredevil performs a powerful combo against his opponent, countering attacks while stunning them. He's immune to fear toxin, and his weaknesses are sound-based attacks. So what we're going to do now, guys, is I placed down a dummy, and we are going to use his abilities. So, of course, you will be able to see once you take off the actual mask itself, but you cannot use the abilities. So, of course, you gotta wear it and practice with it. So here we have the billy clubs. You guys can't see them. Well, you can kind of see them, but with everyone else, they look like this. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna hit them. So we do 5 damage, 5 to 8 damage. Pretty nice. So then we click his H, which is... So they basically connect with each other, and we do about 3 damage to them. 3 hits, of course, unless they're not wearing armor. I don't know if they're going to immediately die. Then we've got a baton grapple. So we right click to grapple, of course. So that's just by pressing H, toggling his things. He's got 3 of them. So once you use the grapple, I believe it just went back to billy clubs, but if it didn't, just press H again. I have the controls by default, so that's if I say H or any other key that's not corresponding to yours, be sure to press the utility key. So without further ado, let's get on to let's see what else he can do. So his baton bash. Let's press Z, and he'll just keep whacking automatically, which is pretty nice. That's Daredevil. Let's look at his ult. So here we have his ult. So it's from the TV. He does the same thing, except, you know, it's just an ult, you guys. So you guys can use him, or you can use the comics. It's up to y'all what you want to use. So let's move on to the next one. So here we have Black Canary. We're going to equip her, and I look fantastic. Yes. So let's find out what she can do. So her name is Black Canary, of course. Tier 3 defense medium. Her alignment is light. Her alter ego is Diana Laurel Lance. Class is controller. Health of 20. Strength of 7. Speed of 4 when sprinting. Acrobatics 3. Fortitude 1. And stealth. Her abilities are: ability 1 is Canary Cry. Ability 2 is Kick Backflip. Ability 3 is Combat. Ability 4 is Pounce. Ability 5 is Gas Pellet. Her equip ability is Block, but of course it's a weapon for the CWs V1 through 3. Then she has a utility is Pickpocket, and her special is Canary Scream. The special description for the Canary Scream is: Black Canary blows a powerful scream that stuns opponents, causing great injuries to them in the process. Alright, so we're going ahead and just click R. That's the Canary Cry. Next is the Kick. Let's look at Kick Backflip. Dang, that was nice. Let's go ahead, you guys, and do Canary Scream, and then we'll move on to her ult about what weapons they have. So here we go. So it's a bit longer, and I believe you could hit more targets at once, so that's pretty nifty. So let's move on to our ults. So here, guys, we have the CWV1, which is AKA Sarah Lance. I'm hoping that I get these right. I'm hoping I said them right. So when we press X, instead of block, we get a bow staff for Sarah. And pretty much she just does the same things, except her equip ability is different. I believe, do they even tell us? Yeah, no, they don't tell us in the module device about who's who. So yeah, it's a bow staff for CWV1, aka Sarah Lance. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one. So here we have CWV2, and what she gives is a police baton, a police baton. And so we will. She used to have 2, but then apparently she used to have 2, but now she only has 1, which I thought 2 would be cool, but she doesn't. So whatever. And this is Laura Lance. I'm hoping I get these right. So let's go ahead and go to the V3. And hers is a baton staff. So I can whack people with this freaking staff, man. Woo! And of course, they all have the same abilities. It's just the CWV 1 through 3 have weapons instead of the block. So without further ado, let's move on to the next one. So here we have the Green Arrow, of course, in its comic version, the Justice League version pretty much. So let's go ahead and find out what he does. We know that Tier 3 Defense Medium, alignment is light. His alter ego, Oliver Queen, class Tank, Health 20, Strength 8, Speed of 4 when sprinting, Acrobatics 3, Fortitude 3, Mental Defense 1, and Stealth. His abilities. His ability 1 is Roll, ability 2, Bow Bash, ability 3, Combat, ability 4, Double Arrow, ability 5, Select Arrow, Equip ability is his bow, his utility is his grapple arrow, and his special is You Have Failed This City. His special description, Green Arrow fires several hypochronic arrows, completely freezing his targets in place, followed by a barrage of highly charged explosive arrows. His default arrows built in are normal, explosive, tear gas, fire, chronic, and a boxing glove. Woohoo! And then his add-on arrows, which are craftable, is the Kryptonite arrow. So let's go ahead and get to his alts before I go ahead and show off his abilities. Alright, you guys, I am now in the suit that I want to show you guys, Green Arrow. This one just is the most appealing to my eyes. I really enjoy this one. So let's go ahead and get into it. So we press X, we get the compound bow. So let's go ahead and draw back, and we'll, let's go ahead and go to normal. What was that? Wait, what was that? Wait. Oh, there was a music file. I believe Tyler will be planning on fixing that. He, of course, had to go download it, the file to make this happen stuff, so he couldn't find one without music, I'm guessing. So he took out with much music as but I also have helped him within the process, so hopefully maybe this will get fixed sooner than expected. So let's go ahead and do the normal arrow, which only does 5 damage, and this is pretty neat that it draws it back. I really love this, and Proven has made these models for the bows, so that's congrats to him. I appreciate this. And so when we hold down right click and we press V, we will get double arrows of any kind of arrow that are built in. So we go ahead and do this and we do double the damage. Pretty nifty. So when we press G, we'll cycle through the top left. So we've got the ones built in. So here's explosive. Instead of doing it at him, I will do it on the ground. Pretty nice. Does a really big hole. So a 4x4 hole. Pretty nice. I think it's random. So that's pretty nice. I like how it gives you a little countdown. So what happens if I do it on him? Immediate. Good. So then we have tear gas, which will whenever it will display the gas when you hit a person. I'm assuming, and then it'll blind them, like the Batman's tear gas. So there we go. So let's go ahead and go to fire. A fire and incinerator. I think that's what the word's called. So we throw it, and then I believe it can light TNT and all that jazz. So let's look at that. So here we have a piece of TNT, and we're just gonna fire this at it. Didn't do anything. Okay, that does 10 damage. So I'm guessing it will set on fire, but this does not. Oh, I thought it could light TNT. Oh, that would have been nice. Oh, I'm sad. Sad face. That's alright, though. I'll be fine. Alright, so the next one we have is Chronic, which is to freeze your enemy. So we'll just throw this on the ground, and it will freeze, of course, any block. So this is pretty nice. So it also freeze your enemy. So the next one we have up is the Boxing Glove. So let's go ahead and punch him in the face with the boxing glove. And at the tip, there are the boxing gloves and all that type of jazz, which is pretty nifty. Love it. So then what we have next is the grapple arrow. And so you have to press the utility button to select the grapple arrow, and then you just hold right click, go up to a building, and hold. I missed. Like I said, you hold right click and you aim, and you hold space, and then you will go flying in the air. So it's pretty neat. I like this. You can be doing pretty cool stuff like yeet, and then bam, you land like cool and all that. So then, of course, to get rid of the grapple arrow, or I believe actually when you're in survival, once you use it, it will get rid of it because it is an ability. So it will get rid of it. So let's go ahead and also look at the kryptonite arrow. All right, you guys. So here is the kryptonite arrow. It's pretty nice. At the tip, it's kryptonite. And the way to craft this is very simple. It's an arrow and kryptonite, and you get one of these. And it says right-click to load into bow. So what we do is we right-click this. And, of course, it will go away. But since I'm in creative, it's not going to go away, and it's going to be infinite. But once you once you do this, you can also do 2 of them, apparently. So that's good. You can do double the damage. So let's go ahead and select only 1, though. And we're going to aim it at him with the kryptonite arrow. So here we go. Oh, I didn't turn on particles. What if I do this again? There we go. So it does a huge cloud burst of kryptonite, like dust or explosion particles, to where, where it affects all Kryptonians except for, I'm gonna guess, Kingdom Come. So that's pretty neat. Now, of course, it's a one-time use. Basically, once you right-click in the bow, you have 1 shot to aim it at a Kryptonian. So I do like that feature. I hope more arrows come in to where they're craftable. Without further ado, let's go ahead and go on to what the alts look like to the Flash. Alright, you guys, so of course I'm going to be using a SD stand for this so that way you guys can see it, but of course it's with my skin on it, so it will be pretty simple, and I'm just going to go ahead and go right around it, and to show you guys what this looks like. Of course, it's just a Flash alt, so there's nothing new that has been added to the Flash or to Speedsters other than that their Speedster trails have been fixed. As well as the lightning, when you throw your lightning, it does have an effect. It has a sound effect now, so that's pretty nifty. Do appreciate that. So let's go ahead and go right into, this is also Season 5, so let's go ahead and go right into Season. Alright guys, spoiler warning ahead. Of course, since this is Minecraft, it's still considered a spoiler, considering the fact that it is a Season 6 suit, so if you've not seen The Flash Season 6, or seen pictures of the suit, be sure to go do that now, and skip ahead if you don't want to see this. But without further ado, here we go. Here's the Season 6 suit. I really enjoy this one. This is my favorite suit out of all the CW that have been added. Hero did a remarkable job, and look, he made it to where the ears look like they were from the comic, and I think that's what the Flash CW were trying to go for, was his ears going for the comic look, which I do appreciate. So, they're a very nice job, Hero. I appreciate what you're doing, and the chin strap is back, baby. Woo! Alright guys, so here is Supergirl CWV2, where she has pants and her arms are a bit longer. So that's pretty much all that's been added to her, was the fact that she has longer sleeves and she has pants now for the upcoming Crisis, as well as just her own suit for an update. But without further ado, that's pretty much it. So let's go ahead and move on. Alright you guys, I'd like to appreciate you all for coming out here today and watching this update little video. If there's anything that I have missed, please let me know in the comments down below. There is a changelog and everything that I have looked at. So be sure to also go just check out this mod whenever you can. Of course, there's these suits, like I said, were Patreon exclusive only, but that's for the time being. I'd like to thank all of you guys for sitting through this video with me as I cover this newest update, and I really enjoyed this update. 16 suits were added, if I include alts, as well as just Green Arrow has finally been added. So if you guys remember, also the Green Arrow meets the Flash video that I have done, if you haven't seen that, go check it out. But I plan on making a remake, since now the Arrow has been added to this mod. So it will be taking time, but just give me, let's just get through this together, and we'll have a great time. But also, here's also the animation key for the keys for certain characters that have the hoods go down. I forgot to show you that, but it's a very simple, straightforward what it does. But without further ado, I'd like to thank you all, and goodbye. Peace.